This is Boxing Talk 8576 coming at you. I want to talk about the Lomachenko versus Nicholas Walters fight. This is a very intriguing fight. Now, I'm not sure what weight these two fighters will be fighting at. I know Lomachenko fights at 126, and I believe Nicholas Walters still fight at 126. Maybe he moved to 130. But I think he did move to 130. I think his last fight was at 130. If I'm not mistaken, you can correct me if I'm wrong. But Nicholas Walters has been having trouble making weight. So I'm hoping it's at 130. If it's at 126, it becomes a kind of like a tricky fight, because I don't know how Nicholas Walters' body is going to hold up, because Lomachenko is a mover. He moves very well in the ring. To me, he has everything you need for, you know what I'm saying, a special fighter to have. On the other hand, Nicholas Walters is also a very special fighter. And this is a 50-50 fight to me. As soon as I heard about it, I immediately said this is a 50-50 fight. It all depends on who controls the rhythm of the fight. Who controls the real estate, the distance, and who can make the other fighter fight his fight. It usually comes down to that when it's a 50-50 fight, is who can control the fight and make the fight look like their fight, like they're more in control of the fight. Nicholas Walters has the power edge in this fight. He punched very, very well. He's an explosive puncher, not just, a normal, guy that got, power. He's very explosive. Sometimes I see Nicholas Walters fights and he can rely on that punching power, too much. In this fight, he has to be the boxer puncher that he is. He has to bring that diversity into the fight. He cannot fight and just look for the knockout. That's one thing that that's the one thing a boxer puncher can get in trouble with. They can fall too much in love with the power and forget about the boxing aspect. So Nicholas Walters, he's longer, he's stronger, he's taller. So I fully expect him to use his jab. He has a really good jab, and to control Lomachenko from the outside and make Lomachenko pay when he come in. On Lomachenko end, he's going to have to get inside of Nicholas Walters' jab, use his speed as well to offset Nicholas Walters' jab. And the fighter, like I just said, the fighter that controls the rhythm of the fight and have the other guy fighting his fight will win the fight. I think this is an excellent fight, man. It's very refreshing to see fighters fight 50-50 fights that you don't know who's going to win. I like those type of fights. Those fights make for better anticipation. You want to see the fight. You can't wait to see the fight. You're waiting all week for the fight. Then when Saturday comes, you're on the edge of your seat. So, I'm gonna go. It's kind of hard, man, who I'm gonna go with, because I don't know if the fight gonna be at 126 or 130. See, at 126, it becomes a tricky fight because Nicholas Walters is having trouble making that weight, and that's Lomachenko's prime weight. That's, what I'm saying. Lomachenko's body is more conformed to that weight. If it's at 126, I'm gonna go with Lomachenko. If it's at 130, I'm gonna go with Nicholas Walters. So I have to see if it's gonna be at 130 or 126 to get a definitive, person who I'm gonna pick. But like I said, if it's at 126, I got Lomachenko because I think his body is more prime at the weight. And anytime a guy has trouble making weight, that's a red flag for me. I can't pick the guy to win the fight against another fighter of equal talent if the weight is going to be an issue. Now, if Lomachenko wasn't, the fighter that he is, and he was like a lesser fighter than Walters, I'd be saying, okay, I'll pick Walters because it really may not be that much big of a deal because Walters' skill level will just take him through. But being that these fighters to me are on the same plane, on the same level, really, really good fighters, I have to go with the guy that's prime at the weight. Now, if it's at 130, I'm going to go with Walters because I think his strength will be a factor in the fight. Being that they're both really good, but you have to look at that Walters is going to be a little bigger, a little taller, and stronger. So that's my take on the fight. Like, comment, subscribe. This is Boxing Talk 8576. I'm out.